Hello guys, welcome to episode 6 I think it is. Thanks for downloading, thanks for listening to the show and everything like that. I wanted to record a short disclaimer for the start of episode 6 parts 1 and 2. Anyone that follows on social media would have noticed that a week or two back that I posted some updates on Twitter stressing about how upset we were that our recording quality didn't come out too well when we recorded this, which was a real shame because recording this episode live is without a doubt probably the single best session of D&D or any role-playing game I've ever had. It was such a fun night and evening, this particular recording session. Unfortunately, we are still learning, and afterwards when we listened to it back, it became apparent that there was quite a lot of latency between my audio and the audio from everybody else. Sean's done the best he can at cleaning it up, but we basically toyed with just not releasing this at all, maybe doing a catch-up kind of episode or just recording a synopsis, but we honestly had such a good night playing this that we thought it would be a disservice not to release it. Going forward, last week's episode 7, which will be coming out next week, is just perfect. The quality is fantastic. There's no time delay. Thank you for listening to us here, D&D show. We really, really appreciate it. Please have patience on this episode, and I do hope that you enjoy it. Otherwise, thank you very much. Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2 of episode 6 of the D&D show. How's everyone doing? A good break? Excellent. I thought I was going to piss myself. Literally, the last half an hour, I've been sitting in the chair, wiggling like this, like all over the place, like I was just like. But yeah, so that was well needed, sweet relief. Yeah, hopefully I'll make it through the next half now without having to go again. Cool. So brilliant. So we were just chatting a little bit off stream before we came on. We're talking about the monster that you've just been revealed. It is called a Nothic. You don't know this in character, of course, but just for people at home, that's what it is called, a Nothic. So anybody on the podcast won't be able to see it, but basically it's I'll try oh shit at describing things. I've got a picture here, I'll try and describe it. So it is bipedal, so it stands on 2 legs. It's got really spiky back, one giant massive eye in the middle, and a maw of spiky teeth. You've all heard it laughing inside your head, but for Pock's benefit, who can see it, it's not talking. Its mouth is not making that noise. That noise is inside your head, just like in last week when it was talking directly to you inside your head. So it's got like spikes and stuff on its back, really mussy, scaly, like some kind of oh shit, fucking dog, go away. Yeah, kind of. Big claws and stuff. If anyone wants to know what it is, it's a Nothic. Look it up in the Monster Manual or in the Lost Mine of Phandelver book. It's in there as well. My dog's just nearly knocking over my drink, so I do apologise. Go away. All right, love you. Yeah. Oh, little puppy. Little puppy. Oh, here we go. Big scratch. This is her playtime. Normally, like after the kids go to bed of an evening, like we sit down and play and rough and tumble and throw toys and stuff around. So she's a little bit bored, I think. But this is it.
Give her a set of dice.
Leave that back. That's not
Get her in.
Some big dice. Yes, some big dice. That'd be amazing.
Well, this is good airwaves, isn't it? What have we got?
Yeah.
I think he's got too used to Sean being a wolf. He's expecting the dog to reply.
Have that.
The dog starts metagaming.
Does anyone remember my
I don't
dog's
remember
name?
Luke's dog's name.
Oh, that's like roll
Lolita,
a D20 for
yeah.
Oh, is it Lolita?
Yeah.
Lady of the Night or something.
Lolita.
Lady of the Night.
Lady of the Night,
She's
yes.
gorgeous little girl. I might put a picture of her on the Twitter or something for people if they're interested. She's a lovely little dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Right into the game.
Yeah, make her an enemy, like a big 6-foot
I'll be back in a
version.
second. This is really unprofessional, but
Super
my a little electric cover where the PlayStation and everything isn't open. I don't want to drag it out anything and eating it. So hold on 2 seconds.
Needs must.
Pulls out the Final Fantasy disc.
No.
The question is,
There we go,
does
we're back.
Lolita know how to fight?
When I just went out for a fag in the break, and she's found one of the kids' toys, like a little spade or something, or another, a little plastic toy, and she just ripped it to shreds. Last night, I was having a bath, and I was on my own because my wife's on nights. So I had a bath, and there was this, also she was whimpering and like crying like she'd been hurt, and she'd had a fight with one of the cats, obviously. And I come into the living room, tables everywhere, everything's a mess. And then I was cleaning up and I realised that there's glass on the floor. I was like, fuck, what's happening? There's glass on the floor. She'd managed to find my son's glasses and chewed up his glasses and cracked all of the glass and everything. Yeah. And of course, we're in lockdown, so I can't get them replaced.
No way.
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, he's not that bad.
So
He only has
your
to wear
son
them when
is
he's
blind?
watching telly and
Blind
stuff. And he does have a spare pair, but the spare pair don't fit him properly. But
That's
Did you
yeah,
say
like a little plastic
the
like
dog
bucket and
found like a
spades. Yeah, but
spade
just the,
toy?
no,
I thought
she
you said
does. She
you
does
were gonna
dig.
say
Though. I've
digging
had
a hole
to
or
this
something.
week. I've had to
It's
put
like, whoa.
a fence around our plants and everything in the garden because she was digging up in there and stuff. Little bastard. Anyway, let's get back to D&D because otherwise Gavin's going to get shitty again. So
yes. I will, yeah. I'll start
all
banging
right,
shit out.
here we
Don't
go.
worry.
Roll 20. Let's bring that up here. Okay, so the last thing you heard was suddenly it realised it's been seen, this creature with the one-eyed monster, and it's laughing in your head. What do you do?
Laugh back.
I think
I'm going to
just-
check. I'm going to check myself for magic mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going in on them.
right. Well, I think would you?
So
You said this was a creature, didn't you? Just for
it's not
future
something that you can
reference.
turn into,
Stats
unfortunately. Well, maybe it is, but you don't know.
Oh no! Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh no, I've got it. It says if your enemy.
What
is
extra
a
stuff can
creature,
you
then
do?
can do this
Come on,
extra
so
stuff.
tell us about your character.
If what this counts.
Circle of the moon. The creature. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
So a direwolf. Oh no, this is sorry, the wolf that I currently am. It just has to make a strength saving throw. If it's a
yeah,
creature,
okay.
And if it
I remember
misses, it's knocked
in
prone.
terms of combat.
In terms of
What's
combat.
give me the full text on
wanted
that.
to
Maybe
check.
I might be able to see whether or not that's something that we can look into.
So melee and attack, which is the bite, +5 to hit, 5 foot reach, 1 target. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a.
Yeah, so it
DC
is a creature. So a
13
creature is
strength
just
saving throw or be knocked
anything
prone.
that's not a chair, basically, or a piece of furniture. So yeah,
Okay.
so if you were to attack it, then it would need to do that. That is
Cool.
correct.
Okie doke.
So you're
I
going to
think,
embrace
yeah,
it
I
in
think I'm gonna
combat.
make a run,
Okay,
yeah.
wicked. In that case, everybody needs to roll initiative.
Initiative.
10 plus.
You've got access to the thingy-majiggy, so you
Dang.
can put that in when you're ready. So
Yep.
11.
I really do need to sort out the old D&D Beyond. I did look at D&D Beyond.
So
but
what we
I
can
couldn't
look at,
quite figure it
you won't be
out.
able to build your character in D&D Beyond without paying for the modules. Okay. But what you the other tool that I use, which I'm not going to say on recording because they are working
You can
on a
message me
functionality
that, yeah.
to do something similar to be able to import it in here, so we can explore that definitely.
Okay.
We'll talk about that off stream. Yeah.
Well,
Right,
if-
so
if it-
we've
if
got
it helps,
Millicent
yeah.
19, Scapes 19, Burr 13, Pock 11. But you get a -1.
I actually rolled a natural 20, but I got a -1 on one. That's bullshit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a natural
That's
20. So
bullshit.
lots of games, GMs, and players,
Yeah,
whatever,
man.
do work on the rule that a natural 20 is
Uh,
always a success and the best you can get. By rules as written, the only time that is actually true is in combat. So on an attack roll, a natural 20 is an automatic success and a critical, same as a -1 is an automatic miss and fail. But with anything else, when it's ability checks or whatever,
Right.
that's not true. You still add on your modifiers. So the reason I remember having a debate with our friends
Okay.
a while ago that we have both played with before, James. And the reason I don't like the idea of a natural 20 always being a success is because there are going to be circumstances where you just cannot do it, and it doesn't matter what you roll. There's going to be things that you just physically cannot do. And saying that you've got a 5% chance of automatically succeeding at anything in life is bullshit. So like. Yeah, it would be good. It would be good.
That would be good, though.
And that's the reason why.
It
So
would
in
be
combat,
very
yes, a natural 20 is an automatic success, but outside of combat, it's not. All right. So, but based on your initiative looks like the turn orders put you at first, Scapes. Personally, I don't know why. I think Millicent probably should have gone first because she's got the higher dex, but it's put you first. Sexist, probably. I'm going to swap you over. I've done it. I've swapped you over. Millicent, you can go
Yeah,
first.
probably.
Ladies first. So
Great. I didn't want to. But...
It makes a little bit more sense simply because
Yeah.
the way that I've ordered your tokens on the map anyway is that Millicent, you're directly behind Pock, so you can actually see what's happening. As for Scapes is technically at the back. So there you go. You've seen this thing up front, and Pock has started growling, and you've heard this laughing in your head. Nothing else has happened. What are you going to do? I mean, you probably can. I mean, you failed your perception roll before, but you definitely know something's there. So no, I don't think you can because you didn't roll high enough on your perception before. But if you were to move forward, then yes, you probably can.
Okay. Yeah. That is exactly what I wanted to know. So I'll do 1, 2.
There you go. And you see that nothing stood right in front of you,
Pock,
looking at you all like a scared cat. Like, do I run? What do I do?
and take a shot. Right, crossbow. Oh, to the face.
That might hit. I don't know what the stats are. We'll find out. Probably.
16.
Yeah, that hits. So 3 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah, bit naff. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get back behind that wall, just there. And I would like to use my bonus action to inspire Scapes.
Oh, thank you.
So you got a 1d6 you can add to something if you need it.
Right, okay, brilliant. Thank you.
My last one.
Okay. Scapes, you're up.
It's me.
Okay, is it me? Right, can I move 15 just so I can
Yeah, that's what
see?
you're going to have to do.
Yeah. Okay. 15. Okay, so I'd like to move kind of up and to the side of it.
So you've
That'd be
moved
my whole
forward
movement.
15 foot, got inside front of Pock, you've seen
And
it,
then-
and you've charged forward another 15 foot to get next to it. Yeah. Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, and now can I attack? Long sword.
Unfortunately, sir, you miss. I mean, you've
14.
kind of jumped. Yeah, you've run forwards. You've done some kind of weird sliding kind of football tackle to get past Pock through its legs, and you've dived up and ran forward. And as you've run forward, you've just and you missed. It would have been fucking awesome if you'd done it.
Roll your d6 if you want to.
Oh, can I?
Yes,
can
you
I
can.
add? Can I add my d6 to that?
Yeah, because Millicent gave you the.
Okay, let's roll with
Yeah.
d6 then.
Just shout.
Yeah, good shout. Yeah,
So, as you have swished past,
5.
That will be a hit then,
That
sir.
makes
That makes
19.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
boy.
That's the one.
It says
11 points of
11
damage.
slashing there.
It didn't like that,
Ooh.
but it's. Anything else?
Good man.
I can imagine.
Anything else? Gloat, I suppose.
I cast float.
Belly
no,
laugh.
I've used my whole movement. I can't do anything else. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, just get ready.
All right, I think. What's it going to do? I think as you're engaged in combat, I think it will. Once it's moved. Let's have a look here. What can it do? I probably should have read up on its stats beforehand, really. I wasn't expecting it to come back this way for some reason, so I didn't bother looking at it. Okay, it's going to move, which means you will get an attack of opportunity against it.
Isn't it Burr's turn? Okay. So what do I roll? Do I?
You will do. So that's. So you can move in any order.
Allowed to
so
move
you
before
can
their turn, then?
move your full movement and attack. You can attack and then move. You can move a little bit, attack and then move again. So you can break your movement up.
No, I think what he means is it wasn't.
It's meant to be Burr's go.
It's meant to be Burr's go, and not the Eyes go.
In the
I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I was so confused. I didn't realise.
Well, it's Burr's go, and then it's
No,
Pock's go, and then
I didn't realise we could move
it's not.
out of
And you know
turn.
what?
Wow,
Yeah.
this opens up so many
I got
possibilities.
excited because as Scapes was going, I was reading the stat block. I was like, "Oh, I can do this." No, but I'll have to wait.
Yeah.
It might also be
wanna be-
because I
you
too
might be
am also
dead
probably more
before
drunk
you
at the
get
moment than I
stabbed.
have been in some
okay.
time. Oh, we'll see. It's going to get messy.
Amazing. By the way, while I was
having a shit.
otherwise engaged,
Having a shit, yeah.
with
Just saying.
the IBS, it's a problem, guys. Come on.
I would assume that you did. I would assume that
Did
you did.
I pick
Yeah, of
up
course
my
you did.
bow? I'm guessing I picked up my bow.
Yeah.
I guess I did. Yeah. So
Yeah, we got it for you.
I shall move to there, and I shall take a shot with my short bow on
Short back.
Okay.
the said doobie.
Yep.
What's it? 15
Okay.
plus
20 overall. That'll
My
hit.
plus 5, which is 20, which will hit, of course. Plus 1d6.
You've hit, so you don't
and I
need
do
to,
have
but you can keep on
inspiration
another
still
one.
as well.
What I would suggest you do, very quickly for me, can you read the text on your sneak
Yeah.
attack? If you've got the full text.
Yep. 1d extra damage on attack where you have advantage on another enemy or creature within 5
I think I might
foot.
paraphrase it on your character sheet. I'm just going to double check because I'm not sure if you, because Scapes is engaged in combat with it and you're
Melee.
shooting from melee, so I'm not sure if you would get it on. So sneak attack, beginning at first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit a foe's distraction. Once per turn, you can do an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack. If you have advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. You don't need advantage on the attack roll. If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, that enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Yes, so you've made the ranged attack. Yeah, you've made the ranged attack, and
so
you can do another d6. You've done 4
pretty
already.
cool.
4
can
plus
do
what
another
already?
d6. 4 plus
Yeah.
what's this one? Sorry, my short bow, yeah?
Yeah.
4,
So you've done 4 plus 3 is 7 plus the 5 for your sneak
1d6
attack.
plus 3.
So 12, yeah? Nice.
Yeah. 12, yeah.
Nice.
I think the wolf has that same thing by the looks of it.
And
That's your
So
complete
that's-
attack.
is that my complete attack?
I don't know if you've got anything else you can do.
Yep. And
So
I
inspiration means that you can roll
I've got
2
inspiration if I
d20s and
wanna
take a
use
higher
it.
result, so it gives yourself advantage. But you don't need to. You can save that. You've still
So I
got
don't need
a
to do
bonus
that. I don't
action,
need
so
to
you've
do
got
that.
your
It's fine,
cunning
it's
action
fine.
you could use to move
Yeah, yeah.
again or do something if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll just. I'm fine where I am. To be fair, I'm not in any position to be. I
Don't
will
have
move.
to. If that's a
I'll
good
move up
position
there.
for you, you can stay there.
It's fine. I can move.
Don't make me force.
I
Yeah, that's
guess
fine.
it's.
So you're going to stay. So
yeah, I
basically,
guess it's- I'll
just
stay where
again
I am.
for our
It's
audio
fine.
listeners,
Yeah.
so
For
Millicent,
the audio listeners, I am.
Millicent ran forward,
Go on,
shot her
go on,
crossbow,
go on.
and then dived back
Go on,
behind
dear.
the corner behind Pock. Scapes charged in, took a swing and missed, and then Burr again dived in front. Oh, you did hit because you used your inspiration. That's right. Sorry.
No, I didn't miss.
Yeah, so the bardic inspiration.
I
And then Burr
hit.
charged in, shot with the bow, hit, and it's just inside the room to the north. Pock, you're up because the Nothic rolled shit on the initiative. You might not even get a go.
Excellent. Just before we do that, I presume they're
all behind you somewhere, and they haven't even seen yet. So I would have assumed that probably somebody would have said, "Stay there," and then you've all charged forward, and they're like all cowering behind the corner, like, "Oh my god, what the fuck's going on?"
I am. So I've got this thing called pack tactics, and I believe it was similar to what Burr has. The wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 foot of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
I'm just bringing that up on my guide. Yeah, it's a dire wolf. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
the wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 foot. Yeah, so exactly that. So you don't get the extra damage like Burr does, but you get to roll with advantage.
Okay.
As long as you've got a 10-foot square to move in attack, here? That's fine. Yep. So you can get right there. You can then make your attack.
Yep. And have a little jumpy jump.
Jumpy jump.
Forgot what I had to be +5 to hit.
19 on the first die, but you've got advantage, that's so you can 19. Roll again. You might get a nat 20.
I think I will.
No, but you still hit with that first roll. So you hit and then roll your damage.
Stick with a 19. Lovely, and that is 2, 6.
So 10 points of damage in total. Lovely. And then it has to make a saving throw, yeah?
Oh, yes. Succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Strength saving throw, DC 13. Yeah, saves. I rolled an 18, so it didn't matter what you...
Oh, okay. As I ran past Burr and Millicent, I just gave them a kind of little look and a cheeky head nod back to the kids. And the wife.
Look after the children. Don't worry, I will. I've got myself invested in that 18-year-old. Don't worry about that.
Cool. All right. Is it my turn now? Do I actually get to have a go? Are you sure you don't mind?
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
We'll let you.
Actually, no.
Fuck me. So it changes everything. Because if I move and give away 2 opportunity attacks, it's probably going to die. It's looking really, really rough. Really, blood's pouring out of the wound where you just bit it. But which eye?
Out of its eye.
Jap's eye.
You had to say it.
You so specific. You guys here. So Scapes and Pock, and Burr. No, just use 2 because you can see. So Pock and Scapes. You hear that voice in your head, and it's like, "Don't, please, don't kill me. I can help. I can help. Treasure. I can, please. I mean you no harm. I've not hurt you. I had an opportunity earlier on. I didn't attack. I didn't. Just watch. Just watch.
Well, it's technically Millicent's go.
Yeah. It's up to you. You can talk as a free action at any point.
Shall I say something?
I've just gone over the mark a little bit. Cause technically, you've got a 6 seconds. So yeah, in all of this, you can say something, and you've just heard that.
Nah, kill it.
Yeah.
It's in my mind. Kill it.
We can't do anything, can we?
What
even if it's not an attack. No, I would kind of, if we wanted to put it in a threatening, like, not that we can do it with this, but for example, if it was a goblin, we could grab it by the throat and hold it up.
You can say that. You can't do that, no, because you need an action for that. But you can talk back as a free action, yeah.
So that needs to be like a turn, right? Okay. I just growl at it, yeah.
Nothing particular in there. When role-playing a Nothic, consider speaking in whispers.
Yeah, no worries.
And throwing in some mad cackles and bits of gibberish. I think I've done that pretty well. Also,
Smashed it, mate.
Done that well.
Yeah, he's just talking shit, man. Let's kill this fucker.
Yeah, let's just kill the fucker. He's not part of
murder
that mission.
hobos. Your gods are watching you.
Really not.
Yeah, yeah, but this thing's obviously evil. It talks in your mind. It has one eye.
Of course. Yeah.
I just heard gold. So,
One eye, scales.
Yeah, I heard gold, but are you going to believe that thing?
Let's have a look.
Destroy.
stick to what we. Yeah.
Well, you can if you want, but I'm down for killing it.
Yeah, I'm totally down for killing it.
I really can't do anything else as a wolf anyway, so I might.
Might as well.
Millicent, sure, go. I mean, if they've shouted to you to kill it or to wait or what, I don't know. It's up to them. I'm just reading the chat.
Millicent smash.
I will step out.
I don't know. I mean, it's a shame you guys don't keep an eye on the chat while you're playing, really, because there's some stuff in there. Where are you? You can see it, but again, you're going to be shooting through. You can definitely see it, but if you use the tape, you are shooting through people. So again, like earlier on, I will give it some extra cover as an AC boost because it's a difficult shot, and potentially, if it goes awry, you could potentially shoot one of your colleagues.
Let's hope I don't roll a 1 then, guys.
Nope.
That roll? No. Oh.
No.
Things come up.
That will hit. I mean, even if I gave it like
number.
3/4 cover, which is a +5 to AC, that still hits. So that's fine. Script 4 points of damage.
It's dead.
Still standing.
Yeah. Can I just, as a bit of flavour, just say in character, I've never heard of a creature that looks that ugly.
It doesn't take the most astute person to notice either. By the way, Millicent, that again, you metagaming slightly, but in character, you generally, you've been fighting this for 6 seconds. It's coward. It's not attacked. It's being bitten. It's being shot at. It's being hit with a sword, and it's just cowering. Now you can see it. It's cowering, and it's visibly pleading for its life.
Okay.
And it's like
I have fired.
It's really.
Millicent is like the proper evilest character
my God.
to hear.
I
love the way she's
to play it
accidentally evil.
straight, and oh man, it's too late now.
Well, who's up next? Scapes? What are you going to do?
No. Look,
Could have
it's
gone over and be
cowering.
like, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
Look, it's cowering. Now's our chance to kill it. And I swing.
Really? Are you a cleric?
No, I'm a
he's a
paladin.
Okay, of
So,
course.
so you've just
20.
ignored its
Slashing
pleas
9.
for help. Okay. All right.
He's just putting it out of his misery. Watch.
With anything less than 2 eyes, I don't trust.
Okay.
Anything more?
So you have cut.
All right. Let me just deal with this. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Is it dead yet?
I'd love it if this story turned out to be that thing was quintessential to our mission.
Yeah, that is Gundry. It's been changed.
So
into.
just to recap here. Okay. So again, anybody who hasn't listened to last week's episode, you came through this crevice.
Millicent killed it.
It talked in your head. So it kind of, it maybe made some idle threats, but it didn't attack you or show any aggression. You left it alone. You've come back and found it. You've all jumped on it and attacked it and shot it and smacked it and bit it. It's pleaded with you and begging you for mercy and its life. And what your 9 points of damage that you've just done to it, Scapes, what do you do? How do you finish it off? And that
I basically hitting it with my sword as if it was like a fly that got in the room. I'm like that, just going mad.
And bits of blood just squirting out.
Yeah, on my head.
And you're just drenched. It's just squirting. You're just covered. Yeah. And like you've hit it in the eye, and that's squelching out. It's like, weird eye kind of white.
Yeah, and that's all of it, like basically.
Eye jelly is all squeezing out of it, and it's
eye jelly.
It's dead.
Thank God, now there's only two voices in my head again.
I feel bad for engaging. Oh no.
Can we?
Right, let's get these suckers to
the jelly.
Well, yeah, let's look through the jelly.
Yeah, look through the jelly and. Sorry.
No, I was just going to agree with you, James. Is that while Burr's looking through the jelly, I'm going to go and get the family.
You search for
people.
Yeah, get him out.
Go on.
That's fine. Yeah, you search for his body.
Going to get me up. Yeah, go on.
It's got a bloody squish remains. I mean, it was essentially naked. It wasn't wearing any clothes. And no, you.
It's not even wearing any skin
bones
now.
Jutting out of it, and his spikes are all bashed up and stuff. Yeah, take a bone. That's
I'll take a bone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. We need some
a bone to.
I want a jar of mush, please.
Yeah, I mean, you might have like a
water
skin or something in your pouch that you can probably empty out and put some mush in. Or you've got some potions. You could just empty one of your potions and fill that up.
I want some mush.
I think I've got.
No,
I'm keeping me healing potions, but I'm going to.
Okay. Just lick some.
No, don't find anything on its naked, beaten up, blooded, squashed remains, unfortunately.
Damn.
So this room, just again, 'cause it's been a week again. It's for the audio listeners, it's a large room, quite long, with a massive crevasse through the middle of it. A cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with it the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevasse divides the cavern and is flanked by two rough stone columns that support the 20-foot high ceiling. There was two arched wooden bridges spanning the chasm, one at the north end, one at the south end, but Millicent broke the one on the south with a... So that's no longer there.
Millicent broke one.
At the bottom of the crevasse, there's loads of bones. And stuff like that. It's not filled with bones, but they're sporadically kind of placed around. And there's a body as well, which is barely half eaten at the moment as well. The crevasse is a steep-sided fissure, 5 to 15 wide and a 20-foot deep. It's rough walls. You are climbable. Blah 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 blah. As Millicent found out, if you fall down there, you take some damage. One thing I forgot to tell you last week, actually, Millicent. So let's just retcon this: is the bottom of the crevasse, because you did fall in there. The bottom of the crevasse does feel unnaturally cold when you're down there. All right. Currently heaped at the bottom, among broken and well-gnawed bones, is a body that I forgot to tell you about last week. There we go. And that's about it for now. And you went and got the family.
Yeah, should we get them out?
Yeah.
Head back to the entrance.
Let's do that.
So the plan is to take them to the entrance of the cave, point them in the direction of the wall and the farm, and just to say, look, drop our names down there.
And the farmers, the farmer look after you.
Is it safe?
But don't go in there until we come back.
Is it dead?
Oh, it's not getting up. Don't worry.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll escort you to the entrance.
It's mush.
Just going to leave.
Just conjunctivitis.
As you walk them down, you go past the crevasse and you cross the bridge at the north. Okay, so
I'm not going to cross the bridge. I'm going to stay put. Unless I can go down the ravine and back up. I don't want to break the bridge because I'm massive.
Okay, so as you get in there and they start crossing the bridge, the young girl, screams a high-pitched scream, and she's like, And then the woman looks down there as well, and she also, and she just starts sobbing. She's like, Thel, my Thel, what have they done to you, my Thel? And she just grabs the boy and tucks his face into her body so he can't see. My boy, my husband, I love Thel.
Don't worry, we'll save him.
He's dead.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah, I know.
Again,
Don't worry, I'll be your new daddy.
Yeah. Burr will sort that out. Let's go, quick.
I'm just
Yeah.
So let's get him out and say,
barreling
look,
across this bridge. With
if
them.
we can, we'll bring his body back with us.
Yeah.
No, let's just...
Oh, I can't say that. Can
You
I?
can't speak. Shut up, Pock.
No.
Stop making promises you can't keep your shit.
All you do is going rah, 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 rah.
Just chatting away to myself.
Can I put my hand over the
certainly
girl's screaming mouth to
make
try and stop her from screaming?
a dexterity check, I suppose, contested to see whether it's like a grapple. Go for it. No, I won't even bother rolling. Yeah, that's fine. You do it. You put. And she's just like muttering.
Shut up, bitch! Shut up!
And she's like, yeah.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
Yeah.
Can I make a
You don't even
marriage
know what
roll?
she looks like.
She rolled a 19 against you.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
talking
fuck,
about
I'm a
Burr, or
dwarf.
are you talking about real life?
Have you seen Wolf Women? It's a bit of both, mate. Hey.
You're the worst one of the lot, Minister. Don't you?
What would be nice, actually?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You break bridges and kill eye monsters and all sorts of things.
Tie things up for sexual pleasure.
Yeah.
If at any point any of you guys get the opportunity when you level up to get to speak with animals, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that on purpose. Okay, so the aim of that move was to stop her from maybe alerting like the entire
Absolutely,
mansion to our presence.
Okay.
And just trying to get them out as quickly as possible.
I mean, like, Pock couldn't have actually said anything. But yeah, quite obviously, the half-eaten body at the bottom is that of none other than Dendrar. Not Dendrar. Dendrar is half-eaten down there. Pock, you said that you climbed down into the crevasse and then climbed back. I'm not going to make you roll because it's not urgent. You can, you can climb down there safely. As I'm happy with that. And as I said before, when you're down there, it's unnaturally cold. Have you climbed down just next to the bridge where you are? Okay, make a perception roll because you're a wolf and stuff and have keen smells and stuff. Fuck me. So I'm actually going to read you the text because
natural 20, baby.
As I said, make a perception roll. I better just load up my
shit
little
out of
guide here to see what it says. And it says, the Nothic keeps its hoard in a battered wooden chest hidden in a cubbyhole at the bottom of the crevasse under the North Bridge. The chest can't be seen from the edge of the crevasse, but is obvious to any character who descends into the fissure. So you didn't even need to roll, you would have seen it anyway. So you find, you're down there. When you're down there, you suddenly see this chest down there in the crevasse under that North Bridge.
Ow!
Otherwise,
just to let everyone know.
The family are sobbing and they don't want to leave without their husband, and they're begging you, please, can you please get his body? He needs to be laid to rest.
I think he's pretty at rest, don't you?
You're the most paladin I've ever seen.
I reckon Pock can just like sling him out.
Yeah, Pock, sling him on your shoulder.
Pock's just gonna like sling him up.
I just hope
What
no
do you
one's
reckon?
looking while I pop his like bone that I picked up earlier on just down.
Just pop it back.
Yeah, pop it down. I'll have that later.
Yeah, well, like, look, I'm glad we killed the eye thing. Look, we can have its chest anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid
Damn
thing.
straight. Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a chest down there that the wolf's growling at.
Yeah, what's in it?
I mean, we've just sidelined this poor family who are crying. Hold that thought.
Really,
just
found... yeah, okay.
Well, Millicent hushed their cries, didn't she?
They understand they need to be quiet. Okay, so you're taking a second to have a look in this chest and find down there. Okay. So you open it up. Have you got your notepads ready?
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Okay, the chest contains 160 silver pieces. 120 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Are you taking that, Burr?
Gems of malachite. Yes. 5 malachite gems.
How do you spell malachite?
M-A-L-A-C-H.
Potions that, if you were playing Diablo, would be red in colour. And a scroll. One scroll and 2 potions. If you give them
one scroll, yeah.
Player's handbook in the rules, it says that potions are easily to be discernible by just a small sniff and a little tiny taste. You can tell instantly they are 2 potions of healing.
Oh, we got 4 potions of healing, boy.
Yeah, mate.
Didn't we? I thought you. Oh yeah.
No,
I healed him, didn't I?
He healed me.
Yeah.
The chest also.
That's all right because we got 4 now.
It also holds a longsword in a silver chased scabbard. The sword is inscribed with the name Talon, and its hilt is worked in the shape of a bird of prey with outspread wings. If anybody who is in the vicinity,
that's my lost sword.
Roll a history check. Well, an intelligence check, and if you
I've got a good one of those. If you want me to,
then you can add on proficiency in history. Yes, you can.
Can I do that as the wolf? I've got +6 history. If you want me to do it.
Yeah, go on.
So D20 +6.
You've done it. So you have you rolled another nat 20. Knocking out the natural 20s again tonight.
Natural 20.
Okay, so
bang.
You think about everything you know, and you think about this town. You've read lots of books again. In your character background that you've read books and stuff. You reckon, thinking about this place, Phandalin, the mansion, the name Tresendar, and you think that actually you just suddenly realise that the last lord of the manor was a great knight named Aldif Tresendar. He was also known as the Black Hawk. And you also know that Sir Aldif was last assumed dead fighting off the orcs that attacked the town all those 300 years ago. And this was obviously his famous sword. Pock knows that. Yeah,
do we all know that?
His character background, I think, is the acolyte, which means that he's got some kind of thing about where he gets proficiency in history checks, but he also, if he doesn't know a piece of lore, he knows where he can go and find the piece of lore in the library. But he's obviously read this book. He was heading towards Phandalin.
Yeah.
So he obviously read up on the town before he decided to leave there.
So it's a silver
I'm a stage. I have the researcher thing. I think is that what you meant? No. Yeah.
Does anyone else use long swords?
No use to me.
No.
Can
I?
Can I has it? Well, listen, is everyone okay? Wait. Yeah, is everyone cool with me taking his sword? Because I don't care, I want it.
Is anyone able to have a little sniff around it to check it's okay to touch?
I'll grab the sword.
Can I do a Arcana check on this?
So
Scapes is happy.
Arcana doesn't work like an instant that detects magic. It's more about the history of magical items and things like that. So to detect if something is magical or cursed or anything like that, then you would need to be able to cast a detect magic spell on it. Okay. So Scapes, have you just taken the sword?
Okie doke.
Excellent. So when you hold it in your hands, you can feel it. There's a very slight vibration in it. Like you can tell this thing is definitely magical. but you
Ooh.
But you don't know
This
to the
thing
extent
is
of what you don't know.
Momentous. Brilliant. No. I'm pretty sure this sword was made for me, people. Honestly.
Have the power.
Yeah.
Get some reverb going.
Till we find another longsword that vibrates just a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's all about a vibrating longsword.
I do
They're all
think,
the same.
whilst I'm happy for you to, of course, use that, I think that might be handy later in the village somewhere.
Anything you can tell me about my new sword is obviously going to be of great help to us.
As soon as I stop barking, I will.
Pock's like looking at him, completely forgotten that he can't actually speak like common, and he's just like,
Very Scooby.
Yeah, I love that. That's how he said.
Damn these paws.
okay,
Not now,
let's
Pock.
move on because we're nearly at the end of the session. So let's
All right,
what we're doing.
okay,
So
cool.
basically, did you get the body out?
I think we
What?
should. There's no way of
Yes,
unless
absolutely
they want to carry the body back.
The boy is 13,
I mean-
but 13's pretty big. It's almost a man. There's 3 of them. They do say, please. I
Might
can't
as well
leave
get
you
the
without-
body back.
without my daddy,
Go on.
please.
We can get half of him, so how's that?
Okay. Cool. So you take him out. You take them to just to the,
Yeah, let's dig him up.
just to the cave entrance at the bottom. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It might do.
By the way, has my new sword got
To
new stats?
Spend some time trying to attune to it in a rest to see whether you can discern its magical properties.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's the very south of this cavernous
Magical
room is the
properties.
entrance that you originally came from, the cave that takes you down to the woods, and you explain to them that if they just go out of there, turn basically right and just leave the forest, they'll know where they are. They're in Phandalin, and you tell them to go and wait at the farm. Is that right? Yeah, I can't. Queeling Alderleaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
Keelan,
one.
Quailin.
They're a little bit apprehensive
That's
to
the
go on
one.
their own.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing you make it quite clear that none of you are going with them, so they're like, okay, oh, thank you, and they leave, and they say, and the wife stops and says to you, thank you, enough. I know you're all very, very capable after I've seen but please be careful, and if you do make it out, if you're insistent on staying here, then if you do make it out, please, it can't, if there's anything I could ever do except from my daughter's hand in marriage, then you can have it.
We were all thinking it.
Just get on your way,
So,
love. Come on.
As
We
we're,
got
as we're back in this
We got
room,
shit
so
to do.
you've
Crack
just come
on.
today
We've already rescued
from the
her
north.
now.
There was the secret entrance takes you to the crypts and the cells and everything. In this cavernous room, on the west side, there are 2 corridors which you have yet explored. One in the north and one towards the south on the west side. There's also another as yet unexplored corridor on the southwest of the of this room as well. Do you want to go back the way you came, or do you want to try exploring a new passage?
I would say southwest, because I believe I remember someone telling us that's where Glassstaff was.
Yeah, it's in the northwest.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I
Let's
thought it
crack
was
on that way, yeah.
southwest.
No, it's northwest.
Yeah, so you
Was it
were
northwest?
just exploring
Northwest.
in the east.
Yeah.
You've just come from today. The
Fucking-
crypts and the cells were in the east side.
Yeah.
There was more. I mean, you didn't go through those double
Okay,
doors.
so we
or
don't need
anything,
to go
so there
that
was
way
more to
anymore
go
then.
through and explore that way.
Well,
And there's also
the-
another corridor.
There is
You
another
went
door.
northeast originally. That's where you've just come from today. But there's also southeast as well. So you haven't explored the full extent of the east yet. But yes, you were told that Glassstaff's study, where his room, is in the northwest down the stairs. You were told that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
anything where we've just come from, we can come back to.
Yeah.
If we
let's
know
go.
we need to go the other way, let's go after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my nice shiny sword, so.
Plus, we want to get him in his quarters, don't we? That was a part of the
part of the plan. Yeah.
So which way are you going? So you're going to go to northwest. Okay, who's on the lead? Where are you going? You'll need to, so you can see the map, of course, because you've got the fog of war stuff going on. So you'll need to move yourself down there so you can actually see it.
Yeah.
So yes,
it's all well lit, isn't it?
You need to move your piece down there to be able to see it. So yeah, it is well. All the area is well lit. If we go back to the, just stay where you are, Sean, because I'll shrink your piece down so that you can. I don't want to accidentally reveal too much for you. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I'll let you move it. Sorry.
Well, should I go first? I've got a high armor class. I don't know.
Most areas are brightly lit by oil lamps in wall sconces, refilled every few hours as needed. So.
Oh, we should let Burr go first and scout.
Yeah, I think I've lost my dark vision now. I'm a wolf, maybe. My stealth's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You have to check the wolf stats. It would tell you if it's got dark vision or not. It doesn't state it, so no, it doesn't. Which is shit.
I don't think
it dogs,
does.
And wolves can see in the dark. There you go.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Well, both myself and Millicent have got dark vision, but I don't mind going ahead. It's fine.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Stealth ahead.
Yeah.
As we're going, I'm always sniffing and.
Yeah. So as you go into that north entrance, there's stairs going down. Down there. I'll just move you up a little bit. I've shrunk your piece down, but are you still in wolf form? So you can squeeze through that to walk, but if you get into combat, you're going to need 10 foot square to fight it. Okay. Otherwise you'll be cracked.
Fellas, there looks like there's 2 doors down at the bottom of these stairs. One either side, one to the left and one to the right.
Door leading south, left and right, as you said.
Yeah.
North.
Okay, shall we get out? We can come forward, shall we?
Yeah. I'm going to move down to these doors.
Behind me and Burr? Or does anyone want to go in front of me? I just moved over there.
You're in... Oh.
Is that all?
Yes.
I'm now down at the doors, so I've got a door to my left and a door to my right. If we're going
I'm going to go on the stairs.
I'll follow up and use my perception
roll me a
to
perception
see if I can sense what's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm searching on the map because I'm there. I pushed the wrong button.
Ooh.
And the luck runs out.
Yeah. I've got a cold.
You can anyone can roll perception, but I mean
perception plus 3.
The wolf cards, you're very cramped in there together, and all you can smell is the arse in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll perception as well.
Okay.
D20. It's 14.
Are you listening at a particular door?
Yeah. I'm going to listen to which way we're heading. The northeast.
Northwest. We're going.
Yeah, northwest. Then, so that'd be the top door, is it?
Let's have a look. So
the top door. Then.
You don't hear anything coming at all from the north. The door at the top. You don't hear anything in there at all. Yes.
Okay. And can I check that door for traps?
Yep.
Yeah. So roll a perception. Is it again?
Yeah. I mean, it's clear. You're very confident that there is no traps.
It's clear.
Did you want
There's no noise. There's no traps, guys.
Let's go.
To be fair, I reckon with the first roll that you made, you can probably
let's have a
use that anyway. So you do hear. Yes, Pocks again. You're ultimately you're a dog, and you're just so distracted. That arse smells nice. That
Eager beaver.
That
That crotch smell. Oh, it's beautiful.
Bear's ass smells great.
Oh, you love it.
After the pheromones from the mating ritual earlier.
Yeah, but what you do hear coming from yourself, they're not being particularly quiet. You do hear people talking in common. You can hear rolling dice, people shouting, people like saying to you, so not saying to you, but they're telling each other like, "Oh, I'll see, I'll call, I'll raise you," and you can tell that they're definitely playing a game. So technically, it says you can hear a game of knuckle bones, whatever the fuck that is. It makes for a mysterious rattling sound, followed by shouts and groans and a sudden gabble of voices as wages are paid.
Well, we better go north then. Really.
Yeah, we're going north. We don't want to get into any unnecessary ruts, do we? Really?
I'm a bit confused about the trap thing. I heard nothing but sarcasm. Am I the only one who thought that?
Yeah, but it could be.
So,
I still think there's just as much chance that there's no traps.
Playing these type of games.
Yeah.
It's a concept I've mentioned a couple of times about metagaming. So metagaming is the understanding that the information you have as a player, your character doesn't have. The problem when you're rolling dice is that you know as the player that you've rolled shit. But your character doesn't. To the best of your character's ability, he's confident he hasn't found any traps. He doesn't know that he's failed miserably. So yes, there was sarcasm in my voice, but your character, you're going off what you're going off. Yeah. So Burr's had a look around and he's like, "Yeah,
you're going off of what Burr's reaction was." Okay. I understand.
We've no reason to suspect his.
So yeah,
no.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, we're going north.
Onwards.
Yeah.
Burr's like, it's fine.
And the door is.
We've been happier to be at the back of this
Do you
group.
try and open the door?
And the door is not locked. Yes.
Yeah, the door opens.
We'll give it a little push.
Let me
Yeah.
Back.
just clear that for you. Okay. You can move into the room. Yes.
So I can move
Can we follow up?
This room appears to be a wizard's workshop. A rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils and other alchemical devices, all of it stewing and bubbling away. Bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes.
Interesting.
Excellent.
Meth lab.
Definitely. 100%.
Should we paddle in a bit?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. I can't see much.
There's another door there too.
So it goes.
Can I make a search for anything that's like a completed potion or scroll or anything that might be of use?
Can you
+7 investigation. Wow.
I'm an investigator.
Scrolls and tomes and stuff. Roll me an Arcana. Nice. Fuck me.
+7 on that and all.
Okay, so basically, from what you, most of it is just weird kind of alchemist nonsense and crap, and some history books and things like that. But what you can tell from what's going on there. Okay. The books and notes scattered around the room are basic texts on alchemy. From what you can tell, the apparatus appears to be set up. Looks like it's trying to brew potions of invisibility. However, when you search the stuff, none of it is. There are no actual potions of invisibility there. It's like it hasn't quite got mixed right yet. Among the books, you do find a tome. What languages do you speak, Millicent? Are you proficient in?
Great question.
Lovely. So among them, you do find a tome written in
Common, Dwarvish and Elvish.
You have a quick little flick of it. It appears to be a journal of an adventurer named Urmon, Urmon, Urmon. It describes the history of the lost mine of Phandelver and the forge of spells. In addition to that, so I've already given that information in the campaign overview originally, like a couple of sessions ago. But let me just bring that up for you. So again, it details everything that I've told you previously. Over 500 years ago, a pact was made between a clan of gnomes and dwarves, which became known as the Phandelver Pact. Together, they mined the magically rich ores within Waveecho Cave. Human spellcasters from nearby Phandalin joined forces with them, and together they combined their collective skills to create a forge to craft magical items dubbed the Forge of Spells. Everything came to an abrupt end when orcs craving magical treasures sieged Phandalin and the Waveecho Cave mine. The battle destroyed Phandalin, much of the mine as well, causing various cave-ins throughout. Very few survived the conflict to relate the tale, and the Forge of Spells became legend, and the entrance to Waveecho Cave was lost. So it just basically tells you a little bit about that. It's like which we've discussed previously, but that was just for any new listeners, because I know we have picked up some from the podcast release. Okay, also there is again, you're flicking through this book, I assume. You keep on looking as you're reading through this, and you're kind of searching the stuff. There's also records that a magic mace named Lightbringer was commissioned by priests of Lathander, the god of dawn, from the mages working with the gnomes and dwarves of the Phandelver's Pact. The mace was lost when Waveecho Cave and its mine vanished from history. Okay.
I know this weapon.
Bit of you,
I'm
Pock.
so excited.
Do you?
You know what?
I know of this weapon. Lisa knows of this weapon.
Oh, I see.
I do.
Would you consider any of that correspondence?
You might want to pocket some of this stuff. That's up to you. Yeah. You were asked by Halia of the Miners Exchange to bring her any relevant correspondence. That's true. Halia. So yes, as you're kind of looking around this stuff, and I'm assuming that you're probably all kind of looking because Millicent is, and you're like, roll me a perception. It's going to be really bloody easy. So unless you really cock it up. Okay, so the rat that you saw when you came in and scurried under the table did kind of, as you're looking around, has come out a little bit, not really behaving like a normal rat you would expect, and it's kind of coming up to you, and following you around a little bit, and sniffing at you, and then wandering around and looking at you and stuff like that. You can.
Could I try and get a paw on its tail next time it runs past me?
Yeah, he's dropped out. He did.
Can everyone see Burr? Because he's just a blank screen to me.
In the chat, cool. Hayden Mark II, whatever are they? They're currently level 2. As soon as they get an opportunity for a rest, they will be leveling up to 3.
Sorry, guys.
What did you say we were rolling something?
I was listening on Twitch while I ducked out.
Took a pony.
Yeah.
If you're going to try and grab at it,
did you need me to roll something, Luke? Sorry.
I mean, you're just trying to grab. Yeah, not try to kill it. Yeah.
I just. Yeah,
exactly,
you know, like Scar does
in Lion King, of course. So you would need to roll a either a athletics or acrobatics, so strength or dexterity, whatever you're better at. Or you would
so that's
you would actually be using the wolf
sheet, isn't it?
Stats.
Because I don't.
So if is Pock proficient in either acrobatics or athletics?
See, I haven't got those on there, but I've got dexterity and strength. What acrobatics and athletics fall under?
Change sheets.
No, it's
so basically when you're changed, you use the attributes. You'd use the abilities of the wolf, but if you, as Pock, are proficient, you would still add the proficiency. So if the wolf has got, what's its dexterity, for example? Yeah, so you would have.
So the dexterity is 15, and then brackets
in
plus 2.
Then you would make an acrobatics check of the wolf's dexterity, which is +2, plus Pock's proficiency to give you a +4 in total. Yeah. So
no,
or the strength,
he's not
whatever you're better
proficient,
at, you can use
just have
strength.
that, sorry.
rather,
So
if
just
you're
the
better at
+2 on a roll on a d20. Oh yeah, I used +3. Okay, sorry about that. Oh god, those natural 20s that I was rolling and now
you've
paying
used
me
up
back.
all of your favour with the dice gods.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
so
Yeah,
Absolutely last week.
Oh, a 3,
So you
excellent.
got it. Yeah, with your 9, you did beat my 3.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Unfortunately, it's
That's not the dice I sent you, is it, Luke?
I've got several dice sets out. That was the most expensive set I own, which is an actual Chessex set. That one. Lovely. It was blue titanium or something. It's called a nice set. Anyway, yeah. So you whack a paw down on it, and it's trapped underneath. It's
Not a shit set, don't you?
it's whoosh. There you go.
Boom.
That's all I can do.
We've got
Well-
a rat that's acting oddly.
A rat Saxon oddly. Can anyone speak rat?
Yeah, exactly.
I believe it's not a rat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just talking to the team about how we know how Pock works. If we kill the rat, maybe it will turn back into whatever it was before.
Yeah, I killed the rat.
Bosh.
No.
Test out your new sword, mate. Test out your new sword. Why not?
Yeah, like, I try my new sword. Millicent's right. We should kill the rat.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't make it mine.
Yep, kill the rat. Millicent.
Yeah, Millicent.
Yeah, we have to now.
We're going to change
Well,
Millicent
if she
name
says
to
so.
Millicent the Murderess.
I literally said, like, discussing as a group, and then Kate comes on and,
Kill,
like,
kill.
makes
Was it?
rats
I'm
about
not going to make a roll for it
misunderstood
because
character.
it's just pointless. You kill it. You however you want it. You stamp on it. You whatever. You kill it. You use the sword.
No, I used the
Hit
sword.
it with the sword,
Use the new sword.
and it just
sword.
disappears.
Wallop.
It just vanishes. Roll me.
Wow.
Who is proficient in Arcana?
Wow.
If you're proficient in it, then you can roll a Arcana
not
check
me.
to see if you realize
No.
what's just happened. Shit.
Oh, I rolled a 2. 9.
You're baffled.
Oh my god, 3 plus
not
9.
I know what
He must have
happened.
just
I
hit it
just
so hard with his
aced
magic
that
sword
rat.
that maybe the
Just
magic
a
sword
rat.
just made it disappear.
But I do know
Wow,
that
that's
they were trying to
amazing!
make...
What a sword! Fucking hell!
Yeah.
Smash that rat
just-
to atoms.
It just endgamed.
A modest workman always blames his tools, so, and I'm not. It was my hit.
No, but that didn't quite go as planned.
Okay, to the door.
Hold on
Yeah.
a sec.
What's
Just-
that door
I
about?
want to
This
check.
rat's gone.
So putting 2 and 2 together, I'm
It's
saying,
not a-
like, explaining to the group that these are the ingredients to make invisibility potions or spells, so that we might still have company.
Yeah.
Can I take my water skin and just really idiotically just start flinging water everywhere and see if I can
Like
clock
holy water.
the rat in the face? And if I can notice that makes a... I mean, that's got to be a lot of rolls.
Can I throw my my
Yes.
What's the thing that we killed with the one eye? Can I throw the goo around?
Yeah,
I'm going to throw that goo. I'm throwing that goo.
Ectoplasm.
throw that goo.
Yes, throwing the goo. I always like
You
to
throw
throw my
the goo
goo.
around,
He likes
so you
to
kind of
throw
cover like as
things
much of the
and
floor
things
area as you
in
possibly can. I mean, I don't know if you've got that much goo, but yes. Right.
Trying to
We can always make
fine.
more, Luke. We can always make more.
You spray some stuff around, you don't notice anything. It doesn't cover anything that shouldn't be there. There's no little footprint. You've just made a colossal mess,
Damn.
We just made a mess.
and it's disgusting. It's really horrible. Like, there's
Just shitting up someone's
eye
lab.
juice and blood and guts. And
We've just
Don't know, I
become the
don't
shit
have
out of
best
this place.
ideas.
We've killed their pet in the foyer. We've smashed the fuck out of their lizard that they've got.
Killed the
Set their
rat.
prisoners go.
Killed the rat with a great
dude.
Killed
shot.
their rat. So we know that the rat isn't like druid wild shape because it would have buffed out and turned into something.
Maybe, or it just didn't get hit for enough hit points that it died. Can I just one last thing? Can I just check the end of Scapes' sword to make sure it's not like invisible on the end?
Yes, there is nothing on that.
Like a bad good.
You cut your finger and take a point.
All right, okay. I think we might have missed that boat then. Nice.
Oh, that's not on. I'll heal that piece of damage.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right.
Okay, so
With a little bit of lay on hands.
General terms, of when you were searching the room, most of the materials in the room don't really have much of a value, but there are 3 small bottles holding rare reagents like magic ingredient stuff, where the fuck it's called. You find mercury, dragon bile, and powdered nightshade. You reckon that if you could probably sell them to an apothecary or an alchemist for a little bit of gold. Mercury, dragon bile, and powdered nightshade.
What was it? Sorry.
Nightshade.
Mercury, dragon bile, and the powdered nightshade.
Powdered nightshade. Yeah, I think I don't really see much else but moving on. I don't really know what that rat was about. But
Definitely.
We trashed the place and moved
on.
Yep.
Can I go and smell through the next door?
Roll perception.
Any senses from the other side?
You don't hear anything from the other side of the door.
20.
You can open the door? Yeah.
Through the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Do you want me to check it for traps, or should we just fuck
please.
it? Okay.
No, don't.
Let's just go. It's open. We're going for it, but straight through the door.
All right, cool. I'm going in.
I'm going as well.
There is.
I'm already through that door.
So there's a desk and chair.
There's a bed.
Southwest corner. Let me
desk.
read you some stuff. The walls of the bedchamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk and matching chair, a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. Everybody roll me a perception with advantage. Everybody can roll perception with advantage.
With advantage.
What does that mean?
Scapes sees fuck
21.
all. Yeah.
6.
You should have had advantage.
I've just realised all these bad rolls I've been getting.
Never mind.
You
just loved that butt.
Yeah, every single one. Right. Plus...
Yeah, Burr and Pock both roll again.
You can roll again, I think, Burr and Pock.
That's fine.
Okay, 16.
That's fine. Okay, so you kind of storm it. So basically, at the moment, Millicent technically hasn't come in the room. So basically, one thing you notice straight away. Okay.
Is the gunk everywhere?
One thing you notice, definitely because you rolled quite well with 16 and Millicent, you rolled quite high as well with 21. There is some paper on the desk. You don't know what it is yet because you haven't looked at it, but there's some paper on the desk. But one thing you notice is in the northeast corner of the room that I've just pinged, you can tell that it doesn't sit quite right with you. And you suddenly realise that the wall is there's a gap. There's a gap there, and it's just ever so slightly ajar. Let me just. So both whoever rolled above a 10.
I noticed this.
Oh yeah, it was me. Yeah.
I've just
I'll go over and have a little sniff for that area.
2 seconds.
Don't we want to open the chest and stuff?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Does someone want to? Should we do all this simultaneously?
Chest is also open.
Yeah, I'll do desk.
Yeah.
Like the lid is open.
Okay.
Do you want to jump on that? Scapes.
Yeah, I'll look inside the chest.
Okay.
And then me and Burr are stealthy, aren't we?
Yeah, I've taken. You should be able to see inside. I've taken the
area.
wall off for you. In the chest, you say you're looking in the chest?
Oh yeah,
there's a treasure in there, basically. I can go for it now with you, if you want, or if you want to wait and see what everyone else finds first, then I can do.
No, can we just put like
it's basically
bedroom treasure in Burr's sack?
Loads of money and gems.
Let me write that down.
The details of that.
Bedroom treasure. Okay.
What about you, Millicent?
So I'm looking at the desk to figure out, just to confirm that this is
yeah, absolutely. Let me
that dude's room and find any correspondence
for you as well. Then.
Oh, do we think this is his room?
I think so.
What, the eye?
No, the red brown leader, because of the red drape
the bar staff
and the treasure.
Okay, so the letter reads. Who's reading it?
Ooh, here we go. I'm going to
Go on, Lace.
I'm screenshotting this shit.
Yeah, if you're reading it, if you're the one that's looked at the letter.
Do you want me to read this out?
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Albrecht, my spies in the winter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can. Kill them if you must. But don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iano. Don't disappoint me. Oh, Iano's a double agent. Shit.
He was went Sildar and looking for him.
Sildar's mate.
And the bottom of that letter is
maybe these strangers are just behind us.
Black Spider.
Black Spider.
That is where we're going to end today's episode.
All my days. Shit.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Oh, we've uncovered the thing. Yay.
Hey,
and I've got a sword.
We've got that tonight, haven't we? We've done stuff.
And we didn't kill it.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were, but yeah, no, amazing.
Just going to try.
Really
excellent.
And do something.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Yeah. So that's the end of today's episode. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And for anybody listening at home in a couple of weeks when this gets released in podcast or on YouTube or whatever, thank you very much for listening and watching. Has everyone had fun? Yeah. This has been brilliant. I've loved it.
Yeah, amazing.
Maybe it's the coding.
Really good.
But I've had such a good night. So thank you very much, guys. I wouldn't be here. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah, find out what happens next week on the D&D show. Yeah, cool. I'm glad. Yeah, definitely. This is nice as well, because I said before,
we kick some more ass
last week. I don't think there was any of our fault in the terms of how we were playing the game. We just had so many technical difficulties. Tonight, the stream's been perfect. It's been lovely. So, with a few exceptions of somebody shooting themselves, it's been all right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Cool.
What can you do?
You've still got this area.
Man.
I mean, whether you want to kind of go and search for the whole, you haven't really explored half of the place. What you want to do with that, or whatever, we'll find out more next week. So yeah.
Yeah, because to be fair, we could just grass him up if we really wanted. But I mean, there's loads of people to kill here.
All right, brilliant.
Loads
of people to kill. The chat.
Yeah.
There's Troy Tempest. I think he's been here before. Nice one all. Flak 30, good game, guys. Stack 38 is Thrice Dead Thief is his Twitter, which I know. Yeah, we chat a lot on Twitter, so it's course. Lecky Mac on again. Thanks for coming. It's good to have you back. Psych Unsent, thank you very much. Lucaroo was here earlier on. Brilliant. Hayden Mark II has been here, so thank you very much to you. They've been just having their own conversations tonight, which is brilliant. I love the fact that we're building our own little community of people there. So thank you, everybody who's tuned in. Same time next week, 8:30 p.m. UK time on Tuesday. This should be hitting YouTube tomorrow, I reckon. Past couple of weeks I've done it on Friday, but I'll try and do it tomorrow. just because, not that none of you are going to watch it because you've just watched it live. And podcasts, we saw episode 5 to come out next week, maybe. Yes, perhaps. So the podcast is a couple of weeks behind. So that's cool. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much again for joining. As I've said several times, I'm drunk. Sorry, I apologise. See you soon. I've been Luke. You can find me on Twitter at Lukey_baby86, but you can also find the show at Show DnD. If you've got Facebook, please give us a follow on Facebook as well at Show DnD. If you're listening via podcast, we would absolutely really love some reviews because we're slags now. We're slags. So please do drop us a review on iTunes. We've had a 1 5-star review already. It's awesome. So it's great. What order did we do it? I went, man, that I can't remember. Who did I end with at the beginning today? Who went last this morning? This morning? Fucking hell. Earlier on. I don't know. James. You can do a sign out, James. James doesn't do social medias. If you
okay, bye everyone. Thanks for joining. It's been great. Woo.
Pock, Sean.
Right. I'm going to start using Twitter now. So you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Lisa,
they are both at Sean F. Lee.
You didn't fall for any traps this week?
Oi. No, I didn't break any bridges this week. Only emotional ones. Only hearts. You can find me at _energy on Twitter.
Yeah. And I didn't throw anything again this week.
You threw loads of goo.
Oh, I threw goo. Yeah, no, I did.
In character, out of character.
I did throw goo. I did. In and out of character.
So you got something in. That's brilliant.
And Gavlar Beer and Beards, I think it is on Instagram and Twitter. Gavlar 666.
I think.
I can never remember.
So very quickly before we sign off, because they're still chatting away. Let me back on.
Yeah, one of them.
Because I know he found this show from the Lost Man Fandom DMs group on Facebook, which I posted in. And so he knows this module. He has posted. Here we go. So, but behind the curtain, did they find out that the rat was a familiar? There you go.
Course.
Yeah, so that's why.
It's just.
But who's
familiar? And that familiars are active.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
It disappeared.
Is no further than 100 feet away. Blackface says nope. He says okay, though they made an Arcana check. So no, they didn't roll high enough in the Arcana check to figure out what it was. But it disappeared because they attacked it. It died. If they die, they just disappear. There's not a physical body there. But that is metagaming. You don't know that in character.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's if it died.
Really? Lovely.
I'll forget about next stuff for everybody. So thanks again for joining us. You've all been wonderful. See you next week.
The D&D show would like to thank Sword Coast Soundscapes on YouTube for the music and sound effects used in this recording. Find him on Twitter at Sword Coast Sounds. Also, a massive thank you to Lewis Gale for producing our amazing theme tune. Follow him on Twitter at LewisSW Gale. Lastly, from all of us here at the D&D show, thank you for downloading this podcast. You're breathtaking. See you soon.